So now we're really excited to take a few minutes to chat with two of our very valued customers, Hilton and McDonald's, to hear about what's top of mind when it comes to reimagining their workforce. So Eric, let's start with you. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself and your role at Hilton?
Thanks, Nancy, for having me here. My experience is roughly over 20 years of implementing Oracle HCM around the world. I've been a strategic partner and worked closely with various stakeholders to deliver these innovation solutions within this space. As for Hilton, I'm a Senior Director of HR and Payroll Systems. My areas of responsibility include the management and ownership of HR Core, absence management, Oracle Digital Assistant, payroll for the US and the UK, as well as recruitment technologies. It seems like a lot, and it's really fun. I lead an incredible team that focuses on the delivery and innovative HR technology solutions to our Hilton team members around the world. One of the biggest things for us, and it's truly, truly important, is that at Hilton, we want our team members' experience to be just as good as our guest experience at our properties. And as my team works day in and day out, we always are continuing to deliver on that promise.
Thank you so much, Eric, and welcome. So thank you, Mike, for joining us here today. Can you share a little bit more about you and your role at McDonald's?
Yeah, thank you, Nancy, and it's great to be with you all. So today, I lead the HR operations function with a team of over 60 HR professionals who service our over 65,000 U.S. and Canadian staff and company-owned restaurant employees. I've spent most of my working career at McDonald's, having started out on my 16th birthday at my local restaurant. Since then, I've had the opportunity to work across various functions, including communications, strategy, both within our U.S. and Latin America businesses. I think, one of the things that, has been able to do for us is, as we talk about the employee experience, having walked in so many shoes across our business, it comes in handy of really, truly getting to understand our employees' needs, whether that's at the restaurant level or at the corporate level. I also successfully led our implementation of Oracle HCM Core and Payroll in July of 2021.
Thank you so much, Mike. And as you've both mentioned, the past 2 years have been really critical for your industry. So Eric, how has your employee experience strategy changed and evolved over the last 24 months?
Yeah, so Nancy, I would tell you that the past 2 years have been a very interesting journey for us at Hilton. The pandemic produced an unforeseen circumstances within the hospitality industry, and our team members' experiences all became personal. We needed to adapt to the challenge that some of our hotels had temporarily closed and that our corporate offices were closed as well. Collaboration and personal experiences were different, but needed to maintain our incredible employee culture in a new way. Hotels that stayed open were our front line to our pandemic, where they needed to serve our guests in the safest way possible. Nancy, we explored ways to keep our employees safe, such as our Clean Stay program and digital room keys, so that there were less touch points during the pandemic. As a company, we couldn't be prouder of the dedication and the resilience of our team members and the adjustments that they needed to make to drive the incredible Hilton hospitality during the most challenging times.
Now, I know I've personally appreciated that. So Mike, what about you? How has your employee experience strategy changed and evolved over the last 24 months? As you mentioned, there have been some very large impacts.
I think historically, McDonald's, we've been very good at doing things for our employees, but sometimes things don't always connect. And so we've tried very hard in the last 2 years to get purposeful in what we do as well as how we do it. It starts with leading with our values. And whether that was through COVID, diversity, equity, and inclusion, or even our most recent actions related to Ukraine and Russia, there's no employee experience program or technology that can serve a stronger foundation than what you stand for as a brand.
So Mike, you've actually hit on quite a few really important points about purpose and intent and how you in fact manage some of the differences within your employee population. Now with that in mind, what are 2 or 3 of the most important non-negotiable components of your employee experience?
Yeah, I think for us, foundationally, a great experience starts with what's near and dear to people. And, when I look at it, it's, is my personal information correct? Is my pay correct? How easy is it to access my pay? But then beyond that, once you hit the foundational elements, I think sometimes we take these for granted. But I must say, working with some great payroll tax professionals, it is probably a thankless job that we don't thank enough. But the second piece to this, I would say, non-negotiable is understand your employees. And this is where I think the importance of data and analytics has been heightened over the last 2 years. By showing the empathy, caring, understanding the needs and desires of those employees and what's most important to them, and does your experience match? For some people, it may be pay, time off, flexibility, well-being. But also there's the differences, at least for us, of what hourly employee wants and needs are sometimes different than what your corporate populations need and want.
So I know you brought up some really great points. Some of those items, of course, are the things that you don't always see all the time, those foundational components that are definitely non-negotiable, as you stated. So really great to hear that. Eric, what about for you? In your mind, what are 2 or 3 of those non-negotiable items for Hilton for employee experience?
Yeah, I believe I can think of 3 critical areas that are non-negotiable. I believe the first one is an incredible culture, having an incredible culture. That allows our team members to thrive. At Hilton, we're known for our world-class and world-winning culture, which is evident across the organization. Our employees understand that no matter where they work within our business, that they're always provided with a reliable and friendly culture and message. The second critical area I believe in is flexibility. We need to be able to adjust to meet any demand or event that our team members experience. We know that flexibility is not a one-size-fits-all. And this was clear over the past few years where our team members' experiences were all different. We aligned on our system approaches to bring that flexibility to our team members with a consistent approach. And then lastly, I think the third non-negotiable area, critical area, is constant innovation. Nancy, we live in an ever-changing world. Mm-hmm. Our team members expect an improved experience that align with the current state and that provide the greatest capability to be successful in their role.
So Eric, you bring up a really great point, which is around that innovation. And I think that especially during this time, HR has taken maybe not just a new, but a renewed role as an innovation leader. So can you tell us a little bit about what you're really excited about going forward as that innovation leader of your organization?
When I think about the employee experience, it really needs to be quick and concise. We want our employees to have quick results and have continued to see improved technology capabilities deliver this. Really at the end, Nancy, to us at Hilton, the more seamless and efficient we make the team member experience, the more time that they have to focus on delivering the incredible hospitality that Hilton is known for.
That's awesome. So simple, easy, and useful. It sounds a lot more simple than it actually is, I'm sure. How do you feel you're prepared for the future? And are there things that we're at Oracle are helping you in achieving that?
So yeah, I think, again, consistent and constant innovation and just that drive to really bring the new features and functionalities to the business and to us is paramount for our success and our partnership.
I think that's outstanding. I think that's just the reality of the world in which we live in. The constant change requires that constant innovation to support that change. So Mike, what about you?
I think for us, as an HR leader, for me, it's truly about how do I get my team to wake up every day and be their best self, and really thinking about and owning how do we make this employee experience even better. It's about getting the team focused, and that's something that I've worked with my team on, is this concept of kind of growth through focus. We have to be laser focused on a few big things that are going to make that experience better versus kind of 20 small things that employees may not notice. So right now at McDonald's, I think talent, goal setting, succession planning is critical. And this is where we've been, kind of closely tied to Oracle with, is saying, hey, how can you kind of strategically help us solve this global opportunity in front of us, knowing some of our kind of decentralized HR system complexities. But obviously we want to leverage and get more out of having the US and Canada on Oracle HCM.
Thank you so much, Mike. And thank you both, Eric and Mike, for participating in our Oracle Live. We look forward to future discussions on this very timely topic.